you all for coming. If you guys can please take your seats and just finish up your conversations. And feel free to keep eating as continue to eat as we proceed now. So everyone is here. Okay, great. Good afternoon. Thank you all for coming. Thank you so much. Welcome to the lovely Chan Center, and it's a wonderful place, isn't it? I hope you all are enjoying the food. It's pretty wonderful. And I want to thank, of course, our distinguished panelists for coming, which I'll be introducing pretty soon. And of course, I want to thank our admin team, and notably our events director, Amanda Nucci. Let's give a round of applause to Amanda brought the food and some lovely things here. So thank you all again for coming, and it's a pleasure to be here. So my name is Joe Eastman, and I am the president of the Hunter College chapter of the Roosevelt Institution. And I guess first, just for those of you who don't know what that is, the Roosevelt Institution is the nation's first and only student-run public policy think tank. And so what we're about engaging students in policy research and analysis. And the mission of our organization is to empower students, to train them, and give a voice to student ideas, and to connect that research and those ideas to the lawmaking, policymaking process. And the Roosevelt Institution has quite a remarkable history, actually. It was just founded only 4 years ago over at Yale and Stanford, and it's already grown over 70 different colleges across the country. And it's also had conferences and panels at various locations in New Orleans and in Michigan, and even hearings on Capitol Hill in front of lawmakers. And our chapter was just founded last year here at Hunter, and already we've accomplished so many great things. We had our launch event last February, where we had former Mayor of New Paltz, Jason West, come to speak, and City Council member John Liu spoke here as well. We also had a major conference on diversity in the policymaking process, and that was co-sponsored with the Drummond Institute for Public Policy, as well as the Center for Social Inclusion. And we had pretty prominent speakers there as well. And here at Hunter, we're also hard at work in our 6 policy centers, which are organized around issues including education, the environment and energy, healthcare, equal justice and human rights, economics and community development, and foreign policy. And so what we're doing here is doing policy research and analysis, and the goal is to think of new ideas, new solutions. We're about bold, persistent thinking and experimentation here at Roosevelt, and then having those ideas published in our national journals, as well as our own chapter journals and regional journals, which our Director of Publications, Catherine Zinnel, will be talking about shortly. And just for more information about Roosevelt, please feel free to visit our website at www.rooseveltinstitution.org, and also our chapter website at roosevelthc.org. So with that said, today we are proud to be hosting this special event, and it's a very timely event. And the title of the event is A New Angle for New York, Coping with the Economic Crisis. And so what we want to do here today is really discuss the challenges that are facing New York City in light of the economic crisis, and how the crisis will impact issues ranging from education to jobs to housing to economic and community development, and all major issues that you guys care about, and of course as students as well, things that are important to you. And our goal will be to explore the policy choices of how we can best cope with the downturn going forward. And we are very fortunate to be joined by a very distinguished panel here that can help us better understand the situation and some of the issues, and offer some keen insights into the policymaking process, and also hopefully allow us to generate ideas and get us thinking about possible things we can research in our own policy ideas and writing. So, and I'll be introducing the panel in just a moment. But first, I would like to introduce to the podium Catherine Zinnel, who, as before, is our Director of Publications, and she's going to be talking more about the launch of our new New York City-focused policy journal. And so, Catherine, please feel free to come.
Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for coming today. For me, what's really exciting about this event, aside from hearing from our distinguished panel, is the launch of our journal. As Joe said, at Roosevelt, we recognize the need for student voice in the policymaking process. So what we're going to do is create a journal called the Progressive Perspective Solutions for New York City, which will promote students' ideas for solving the public policy challenges that face New York City. We'll be accepting submissions beginning December 15th, closing somewhere mid-intersession, so January 15th. Please feel free to submit papers that you're writing for classes now. We'll edit them over the course of February and put them together for a launch during the legislative season at the end of March, the beginning of April. So we will then be taking ideas that students have generated, ideas that hopefully you can run by policymakers and practitioners today, and then distribute them to policymakers at all levels of government. So please keep a heads up for that. Any ideas that you have, you can feel free to email to us, visit the website. And we're looking forward to getting submissions and being able to put together a really distinguished piece of scholarship. I'm going to turn the mic back to Joe, who is going to moderate a panel discussion. Then after about 20 minutes or so, we'll open up for questions and answers. So please feel free to bounce your ideas off of the panel and make any comments based on the discussion. All right, thanks so much.
Okay. All right.